Folks, Andrew Bolpros here. Well, we got an interesting signing, not a super splashy or amazing signing, but a very good signing, adding depth to this team. I will say this, it does change the narrative of this conversation we've had with Tyler Boyd. Um, he definitely is not probably on the table at this point as far as coming to the Chargers anymore. Again, it's one of those things where, he wanted a lot of money. I really think he was priced out of our market. And so I think he wanted like $15 million. But DJ Chark, we did sign really yesterday. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. And we got a lot to discuss today, guys. So Andrew Bull Pros, let's get into it. Bull Pros. Okay, folks, as always, like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. I'm Andrew Bull Pros. And again, there's a lot to be said about how this man is building this team up for the Chargers. He's adding depth. That's what I'm seeing here right now with the Chargers. We're seeing a lot of depth. We're seeing a lot of veteran additions that are inexpensive, but good additions, right? They're not splashy. They're not crazy big. They're not huge contracts or one-year deals or prove-it deals. That's the way you build a good team, in my opinion. You don't need to go out and get the splashiest player all the time. Sometimes you just need a good player to step in, right? He can start the season. DJ Chark can start the season and then move forward. But he's building a great team with a lot of depth, and I really love that. And that's a big part of what we're seeing right now with this team. And we've not had a lot of depth before, guys. And again, I'm going to talk more about the offense and how I think the offense is going to be quite a bit different now compared to what it was last year. But remember, it is a new season, a new time, and we're going to see some interesting changes here moving forward. But Joe Ortiz is doing a great job. Again, this team right here is showing a lot of depth. We're actually a very young team. We're actually one of the younger teams in the NFL specifically. So this gives us a nice veteran presence in the wide receiver room. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but trust me, we needed some more presence there as well. But let's talk about the man of the hour, DJ Chark, and I think that there's a lot to be said about him. Again, he agrees to terms with the Chargers, $5 million deal for 1 year. Again, he's played 6 seasons in the NFL. He brings a lot of experience to an unproven Chargers receiving room, which we all know. Prior to this agreement, the Chargers had no receiver, 0 receivers with more than 3 years in the NFL or a season with over 800 yards receiving. So, guys, we needed a veteran. We needed somebody to step in. Tyler Boyd, I would have rather had, but I think he was priced himself out of the market for the Chargers with what he was asking. Mark my words, I think I'm seeing $13 to $15 million is what he's asking for 1 year contract. So it's a bit high. Now, just to give you an idea on the salary cap, we're at $30 million now currently. $5 million with DJ. We need about another $15 million with the rookies that we just signed. That's $20 million. That leaves us around $10 million left over in salary cap space. I do think we might go out and get 1 or 2 more players for depth, probably cheap veteran signings that make a lot of sense. We might even pick up some people during the season as well too. So there are going to be some options there. But DJ's best season came with Jacksonville. In 2019, he had 73 receptions for over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns, guys. So he did very well, career highs, and he also hit the Pro Bowl as well that season. So again, he's got the juice, right? He's got the juice. But the argument could be made, and what do you guys think? He's been on crappy teams. He hasn't had a good quarterback. He hasn't had a good, offensive line, right? These are all things that contribute to somebody being a little unsuccessful in the role that they're in currently. But this guy does exactly what the Chargers need. Again, he's a bigger version of Ladd McConkey. He has good footwork, good speed, and he will get open, right? That's what we need the wide receivers to do. Just get open in space. Find space, get open. He does that very well. So I think out of the gate, he'll do a good job. I think he'll definitely do a good job of helping Ladd McConkey and show that team or that wide receiver room how to become a veteran in the NFL. That is very, very valuable. Again, is he Keenan Allen? Absolutely not. Okay. Is he, they think they ranked him like 50th or 60th in the NFL as far as wide receivers are concerned. But remember, he did not have a Justin Herbert throwing him the ball. We've all seen it when, Palmer had to step up or somebody else had to step up. Justin Herbert can fit balls into very tight windows and make that person look like an absolute superstar, like he's done with Josh Palmer. So DJ will do a good job in this role, and he adds depth, which I think is absolutely critical at this time with this team. But again, let's kind of wrap up my general thoughts with him as well too. And again, you got to remember something, guys. And this is interesting statistic, I had not known this, but Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Gerald Everett, and Austin Eckler left in free agency. Those 4 players, 60% of Justin Herbert's completions last season. 60%, folks. So again, we are going from a very different type of offense to a very different type of offense. We're going to be featuring different weapons across the board. Now I'll wrap this up with DJ. I want to hear your thoughts on this as well too. What's your thoughts of him being, signed by the Chargers? Happy with it? Not happy with it? What rating will you give it? I'll give you my general thoughts at the very end on that, but injuries have hindered DJ recently. In the past 5 seasons, he's played only 54 games out of a possible 82. Second round pick by the Jags in 2018. Chark is 27, so it's getting up there in age. Again, it's a 1-year contract, guys. It's a prove-it deal. It's great, too, because, again, Joe Ortiz likes his compensatory picks. We sign him for 1 year. We let him go. Let's say he signs somewhere else. We get it. Guess what? A compensatory pick. Guys, I'm telling you, this is how teams are built. This is the smart way of building teams. You don't have to have these splashy players. You bring in veterans for 1 or 2 year contracts. And then if they leave, and you can get a compensatory pick and just take another bite of the apple in the NFL draft moving forward. So currently we have 3 compensatory picks for this next season. So that'll be 9 more picks again for next year, which is awesome. So, but in Chark's career, bit of a tangent there, my apologies, but he has had 212 receptions for a little over 3,000 yards and 23 touchdowns in his career. Now, again, he is going to be joining, again, a wide receiver room with Quentin Johnson. I've been seeing a lot of videos of Quentin Johnson working on his footwork, working on his route running, his progressions. I truly believe that Quentin's going to have a good year. I really do. Quentin was thrown into a really awkward situation. He had to step up in and do more than I think he was probably originally wanting to do last season when Mike Williams went down. Quentin has all the talent. He has to just put it together. I've seen a lot of videos with him working on in the offseason, really trying to focus on getting as much footwork in as he can in the offseason. He is going to be fine. I truly believe it was a confidence issue. Anthony Miller said that again on our live for the draft. He said there was a confidence issue. We actually worked with Quentin Johnson, and that was his assessment, that I think he just got in his head that he was dropping the balls. He's got a whole offseason to get his mind right and get himself mentally and physically prepared for the season. I think he'll be fine. DJ will help that conversation. Ben Herbert will help that conversation. Sanjay Lau will help that conversation. I think that guy is going to be an amazing wide receiver coach for this man in particular. And then Will Dissly, guys, you got to remember something. Will Dissly, we need to stop sleeping on these tight ends, guys. This guy controls the C gap. Remember, this offense is going to be featuring tight ends. This dude is big. He's 260. Literally one of the best blocking tight ends in the NFL. Okay? If he can stay healthy, we are in good shape. And again, he's going to lock down whoever he's on that side with. Plus, he's a good offensive weapon. He is going to be utilized. And a guy that's 260 in the flat with a $180 cornerback trying to take him down. Holy smokes, guys. Good luck with that. He's just going to get physical, lower his head, and put lay the wood, on that cornerback, right? So again, that's what being a physical team is about. And let's stop sleeping on Hayden Hurst. I think Hayden Hurst is going to have a great season as well, too. So we're going to be spreading the ball in different ways. That's what I'm getting at, guys. DJ is a nice veteran addition. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. These are excellent veteran additions that help with the wide receiver, the passing game, also the blocking game, which is the running game. Guys, it's going to be possession physical football. It's going to be very different than what we've seen in the past. But a guy like DJ Chark is a great addition. He fills the need that we need at wide receiver and gives us a veteran presence. So let me just pause there and end this video. My grade is probably a B+ on this, right? Again, he's not the biggest guy, not the splashiest guy, but he does offer depth, and that's what we need currently with this team. He gives us what we need, guys, and that's going to be awesome. So, guys, what do you think? Do you think this is a great pickup, bad pickup? Give it a rating, A, B, C, D, F. I want to hear. Leave a comment down below for the algorithm. As always, Andrew Bopros. See you guys in the next one.